Hi guys, welcome to my channel, Life with Storm.
Okay,
So
I'll also be like
today
this.
was meet with our good Crimean Tatars friend Lenur. This is my first time touch with the Crimean Tatars. So Lenur, you could introduce yourself first. And I want to compare the languages. I speak the Kazakh. Introduce myself. You speak Crimean Tatars. Let's see how much we can understand. Okay.
All right, sure. Hi,
Amansızlar,
everyone.
amansızlar dostlar. Benim adım Tommy Badır. Ben hazır kadar çendu tatlımen. Benim Anglishin atın dom. Benim channel Lefesto hoş geldiniz. Tanıştırmen de konuştumen. Ne du? Yüzdümle tanıştırmanız.
Elbette men sizni pek yaxshi anglayman. Baya yaxshi angladim sizni. Mening adım Lenur. Men 26 yaşındam. Men Qrimda yaşayım. Qrim Tatarım, milletim Qrim Tatar. İşte şimdi üniversitede okuyayım. Üniversitenin magistraturasını bitireyim. Kısmet etse bu yıl bitireceğim. 3,5 yıl evvelsi yo'q, 3,5 yıl değil. 2 yıl evvelsi Xitoyda yaşagan edim. Xitoyda 3,5 yıl yaşadım. Ve işte ondan son evime qaytdım.
Oh, I know, maybe just 50% most. You say that you went to China before and stayed in China for some work or studied like this, right?
Yeah, kinda. But I could understand you like easily because actually I know some Kazakh language, so maybe it is easier for me to understand Kazakh language than it is maybe it is quite hard for you to understand Crimean Tatar.
As I know, in your hometown, the Crimea, there are not so many Kazakh people. I watched the population, the subscription. The largest group are Russian, the sixth group are Ukrainian, and the third or fourth. But as I know, the Crimean Tatars are also minorities in Crimea, right?
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Like it is because of the like historical changes, because even like 100 years ago we were one of the majorities in Crimea.
Whoa.
But after some historical events, after deportation and genocide, do you know what is genocide?
I know. And
Yeah,
this
and after
population
genocide, like
reduced.
we became the minority on our own motherland. That's a very
Sad story.
sad story. Yeah, but today I don't want to touch to that
So
part.
Crimean Tatars are not in Crimea, this land, also in the Kazakhstan and Uzbekistan, around this, and Turkey, right? The different countries, right?
Yeah, we have big diasporas all over the world. The biggest one lives in Turkey, again, because of the deportations and because of immigrations of people after Crimean Khanate. You know what is Crimean Khanate?
I know,
like the country? Yeah,
it was from the Altan Horde, the Golden Horde, right?
Yes. After Golden Horde collapsed, one of the biggest chunks of it was Crimean Khanate. It was like the inheritance of the Golden Horde's throne, and the ruling class was Giray. That was the name of the ruling class.
I want to ask you, this is real? I saw in Wiki, the guy announced that he was descendants of Chinggis Khan. Is it real?
Yes, that is totally real. He was his ancestor, like Chinggis Khan was ancestor of Haji Giray in like 13th, how's that called? In 13th generation. He was
generation.
Yes.
But I also heard stories. It's also very famous in both of Russia and China, even Kazakhstan. They say that because the Kazakhstan Altan was built by the first son of Chinggis Khan, Juche. Juche's son,
yes,
Juche. But Juche is there's some many mysteries about his born. He said Juche is not was real son of Chinggis Khan. He is the son of the Mirki because Chinggis Khan's wife Bortier was keep wrapped. We call it the Alakachu, keep wrapped by the Mirki people. So you say will his wife come back to home? The Chinggis Khan's wife Bortier just after 9 months, they had Juch. So they say Juch was not the real son. I don't know if you heard this story. Is this story also very common or?
We heard about it. We
obviously?
heard about it. Also, we heard that Genghis Khan's wife, one of his wives, was Tatar, right?
Yeah.
I also heard about that. Well, there are different stories. We cannot like right now we cannot tell which one is true, which one is false. What is like
So
like
the question is
the
that
one
because,
that is
yeah, the question is that because I heard that if Juch was not the real son of Genghis Khan, so the Altan was also not the real descendants of Genghis Khan because the blood without a blood relationship. They talk about this.
no, because you know sometimes it is not very important what kind of blood you have. It is most important what kind of status you have. Because, for example, if you check the Ottoman Empire, their children was super mixed because they were taking wives from different nationalities, and then their children becoming mixed. And it doesn't mean that right now they were not the descendants of that Ottoman Empire. They were. You know, because sometimes it's not the blood that dictates this. Sometimes it's the status.
Yeah,
You get what I mean?
yeah, I know what I mean. Because there is a very famous tribe in the Kazakh Kyrgyz they call the Torye. Torye and the Uzbek also had the Torye. Torye means the golden family from the Genghis Khan family. But there are many, you know, how to say many doubts about that. You say if you are Jewish descendants, not the real. But if you are second son, Chagtais, maybe you are the real. Because in the nomadic people, they say that if you want to be the Han or Sudan, the upper class, you must be the descendants of Genghis Khan. You can be the Kazakh, Uzbek, or some Kyrgyz. You can be they call the language as Bash, means the leader. But maybe
The
different in
head.
Tatars. Maybe different in Tatars than not like this because Tatars actually not the real nomadic, right? You know, nomad.
Well, yeah, it's like half nomadic, half settlers.
Half nomadic, half settlers.
Yeah, because our nation was like raised up in Crimea, like the Crimean Tatar nation, and it is the mix of those people who were already inhabiting Crimea and the newcomers from the north, you know. And after those people came from the north, they mixed up with the people who were living in Crimea before that. They and those who came, like Turkic tribes that came to Crimea, they gave the language, they gave the culture, they gave the religion, and they took some parts of like cultural parts from those people who were already living in Crimea, and that is how all those peoples, all those tribes were mixing up, and in the end, they became one nation known as Crimean Tatars.
Yeah. So you in Crimean Tatars, you don't have so many different hordes, tribes, or clans, right? Not like the.
No, we had them before. We had Shirin, Baran, Arghan, Mansur, and many more. Kipchak. Yes, we had many more. But they were the ruling class. For example, during the Crimean Khanate, there was a divan. Divan means like when people come and they like a meeting, you know. There was Khan, and he had divan, like he had some people coming, and those people who were included in divan were Mirza. Mirza means like the aristocracy. They were from those clans from Crimea. For example, from Shirin, from Baran, from Arghan, from Mansur. They were like they took the leaders from each clan and they invite them to the palace, and they have the meeting to like in order to like talk about some political things, you know.
Yeah. So you mean today the concepts about the tribes or clans not so phenomenal in Crimean Tatar. People don't usually talk about this. Not like in Kazakh, because Kazakh and Kyrgyz we usually say a word ulum jadasba. What's your tribe? What's your tribe?
Yeah. We have this word. We have the word uru. We know this word. Yeah.
But
We know
you're
this
not
word,
concerned
but
about this word now, right?
yes, nowadays is not very important for us because of the historical changes. I emphasize this one more time because Kazakh people and Kyrgyz people, though they had also hardships during their history, but they were not deported from their land, from their ancestral land.
Yeah.
Just imagine this situation when your whole nation needs to leave the place where you live. Imagine this. And you just, all your roots, all your ancestral knowledge is demolished. Can you imagine this?
Yeah,
Because
yes.
the people who were deported from Crimea were mostly children and women, because the men were in the war. And when they come back to Crimea, they see that there is no nation here.
Yeah.
And they're also being deported far away from home. Imagine, my grandma was 5 years old when she was deported from Crimea. What can a 5 years old kid remember? That's almost
Yeah,
impossible.
yes, it's real. So you mean the culture and language get quite big influenced by the policies before.
Of,
So
I'm not talking about the language right now. I'm talking about this ancestral connection, like the connection between generations
yeah,
was divided. It was like
I know.
demolished.
Because of the historical events. So
Of course.
influence
But
your
the thing is also, listen, the thing is that, again, what I was trying to say, that Turkic tribes, mostly, they were coming to Crimea from the north side. Crimea is a peninsula, right?
yes.
So it is a land covered covered with water from each side. So if like long before, there were no bridges and anything, so you can go only through the land, right? So they were coming to Crimea from the north, and the people who were living in Crimea, like inhabitants of Crimea, who lived before Turkic people came here, they were mostly living on the south coast and in the mountains, in the mountainous region. And the north was kind of empty because it was a steppe. Like there is nothing growing, you know? And
So you mean the Turkics also the immigrants to the Crimea just 100
yes,
years ago. So what are the natives of Crimea? What are the natives people?
like Crimea was inhabited long before. They were different tribes, like Scythians, and then Tauri, and then Goths, and then Greeks, and then like many more. Like they were living in Crimea from long ago, because maybe you've heard that Europe was colonized from Crimea. So
Yeah.
people going to Europe were passing through Crimea first. So Crimea is one of the oldest places where like ancient people were living. You know, that was the
So
one of the first
the origin language of Crimea, as you said, is not the Turkic, it's actually the European languages or the Indo-European language, like the Sgisa is the Iranian language, is my memory. Iranian.
it is not very it is like there are different opinions on this. Some people say that Scythians are also Turkic language. Some
Turkic.
people say that Scythians are Iranian language. But there were also Hazaras, you know, Hazar people.
Yes, I know Hazara.
They were also Bulgar people. Like there were many Turkic tribes as well. It was intermixing.
Yeah,
You know what I
mixing.
mean? They were and then during the Golden Horde, and after Golden Horde collapses, the nation rises because of the religion. Religion kind of connects everything together, and that is how one nation appears.
Yeah.
Connecting all the tribes together.
Yeah, that's true. So you know, in Chengdu, in my city, the people from your home care, not the I say the people, not so many Crimean Tatar. They are Russians or Ukrainians. I remember I only I dated a Crimean Tatar lady years ago when I was in university. But she doesn't speak Crimean Tatar language. She only speak Russian or maybe Ukrainian and English. She said no language lessons in school. It's shocking me. So there are no schools.
Where was she from? Was she from Crimea? Are you sure?
Yes, close to the Black Sea. The city's name is the Yalta. You know Yalta?
Yalta. Okay, she was from Yalta.
Yeah. In Yalta, if I don't know so much about Yalta. Yalta, not if there are not so many Crimean Tatars in Yalta.
Yeah, Yalta. Well, there are Crimean Tatars, but not that many, maybe. The thing is that, look, right now, in some schools they teach Crimean Tatar language and literature only once or twice a week.
Once a week.
Yes, imagine. That's a very low number. Like, I remember I was speaking with some Uyghur people when I was in China, and I asked them like about the language and how they are taught in schools. So basically, he told me that when he was a kid, they were teaching Uyghur language much more, like
Much
six
more.
times a week.
Six
times a week. And now, he said, now they are taught only twice a week. And I was shocked. I said,
Uyghur?
we have kind of the same, we have the same thing in Crimea. We are taught twice a week right now.
I mean this.
But there are schools that teach fully in Crimean Tatar also.
In my memory, some Uyghur or Kazakh people, their administrative language in school are also the Kazakh or Uyghur. Some of
Yeah,
them.
we also have this kind of schools. We have them around Crimea, but only in those places where Crimean Tatars are the majority.
Maybe
Yes,
it's
but
not in
in
the
Yalta,
big city, it's just a town, right? A town in the
yeah,
countryside.
maybe. Yeah. In big cities, they're mostly like Russian population living, you know?
And I see some Chinese vloggers travel to Crimea. They say there's so many churches, not as much the mosque. So if the
Yeah, there are many churches. Because during the times when there were no Crimean Tatars in Crimea, after 1944, many mosques were destroyed by Russians.
Wow, destroyed.
Yes, they were destroyed. Like, I don't remember the exact numbers, but more than half of them were destroyed. And after Crimean Tatars come back to Crimea in 1990s, they saw that many mosques were used as like story houses, warehouses. You know, they were used by Russian people, not like a place to worship, but I don't know, like different kind of buildings.
So I mean, it's just
And nowadays the situation is changing, because in each village you can see a mosque right now. Our people are building mosques in each village. I know, like, and in a village nearby me, like 2 kilometers from my village, there is a mosque building, a new mosque. There is no mosque right now. In my village, we have a mosque. One new mosque is building in another village, like 5 kilometers far away from me. Another mosque is building 15 kilometers far away from me. And another mosque is building in Nasipko, is also quite close to me. So right now the tendency is that many more things is building in Crimea by Crimean Tatars, because we are in Crimea only for 30 years. Can you imagine that?
30 years, yeah.
Yes, we were not living in Crimea for almost 50 years. Can you imagine this?
Yes.
Almost half of millennia we were not living in Crimea. We were far away from Crimea, and many things were destroyed. Many things. Even the names of the villages, the names of the cities that were in Crimean Tatar 50 years ago, nowadays they're all in Russian.
Yeah.
Of course, like, you can imagine this kind of situation right now in Crimea, that it is hard to preserve this kind of things. Like, today, if I go somewhere and say, no, the name of this village is actually different, they will say, no, on the documents it's like Russian name, and you can do nothing with this. You cannot change it.
Yes. So the situation is totally different than with the Kazan. Although you are Warp Tatars, but you're quite different. Kazan Tatar, the Crimean Tatar.
We are different. It's a different nation.
Yeah. Although you are what call you Tatar. It's so cold. It's so cold. So why call you all as Tatar? Kazan Tatar, Siberia Tatar, and some even Bashkir Tatar, and Ular Tatar. Why call you all as Tatar?
Because it's the ancestry of Golden Horde. It's a normal thing. Because during the Golden Horde, most of the people living in that country were called as Tatar. That's a common name for the people living there, because, as I told you before, like there was a tribe called Kuman. They were called Kuman by European sources. They were called Kipchak by some Asian sources, and they were called Polovtsi by some Slavic sources. But actually it's the same people. Like it's a confederation living on these steppes from Crimea to Kazakhstan, nowadays Crimea to Kazakhstan. And that was a confederation known as Kuman-Kipchak Confederation. The western part was called Kuman, the eastern part was called Kipchak. And they were speaking a very close language to each other. They can understand each other. That was before the Golden Horde. After Mongolian invasion, part of those Kumans settled to Crimea. They fight against Mongols in 1250s, if I'm not mistaken. There is a battle of Kalka. Maybe you've heard it. But Kuman people lose the battle against Mongols. They run away to Crimea and they settle in Crimea. And after a while, Mongolian Empire divided into different smaller like
kingdoms.
Like kingdoms, yeah, we can call them kingdoms. And one of those is Ulus Juchi, like Golden Horde that we know.
Yes, I see.
So basically, that Kuman language, right, that we know as Kuman language, was calling itself Tatar language, Tatar Tele. How do we know this? Before Mongolian invasion in 13th century, like early 13th century, because Mongolians came to Crimea in late 13th century.
Yes.
Basically, there was a dictionary written in Crimea. And if you open the dictionary, it says Tatartele inside.
Inside.
Yes. Inside of the dictionary, it says Tatartele. But the dictionary itself is called Codex Cumanicus. Cumanicus, you hear? Cumanicus, Kuman.
Yes, I know.
Because Europeans were calling us Kuman, though the language itself is called Tatartele. Do you get it? Yes. And because that tribe, that Kuman tribes, they were living across all these lands, and their name was Tatar. They give this name to all the tribes. After Golden Horde is collapsed, every tribe has the right to be called Tatar, right? They have the right to claim, I am Tatar, right? And that, in my opinion, of course, that is how they all bear the same name. Though nowadays, they're not the same nation. For example, let's talk about Kazan Tatar people. Long before they were living Bulgar people, you know, Bulgars? Bulgaria. There was a big Bulgaria. They were Muslims. So basically, Kuman people later come to these lands. So they intermix with Bulgar people. Now we have Kazan Tatar people. Kuman people go to Crimea, for example. They intermix with inhabitants of Crimea, and now we have Crimean Tatar people. So the name, the ethnonym Tatar comes from those Cumans.
Yeah.
But after time, they go to different lands, they settle there, they mix with different other ethnicities, and you have different nationalities nowadays, though they bear the same Tatar ethnonym.
Yeah. So this is why there are so many different Tatars, especially in
Yes.
the
Yeah,
Crimean
yeah.
Tatar, Volga Tatar, Ular Tatar, Siberia Tatar, so
And
many.
I'm against the opinion that they say that Tatar is a name given to us by somebody else. I don't believe this. I believe that Tatar is our own name, like the autonym. Autonym is like a name that a particular nation calls itself. For example, we call Chinese people Chinese, right? But Chinese people, they call themselves Hanzu. This is autonym. We don't call them Hanzu, we call them Chinese. Do you get it?
Yes.
So some people say that Tatar is the name given to us by Russians or by Europeans. But I don't believe this. I think it's our own name, because on the old manuscript, it is Orhon Yenisei, how's it called?
Our
like
in Mongolia.
Yes, you know that, right? And there is a big stone. There is a big, different stones with inscriptions.
Yeah.
With Turkic inscriptions.
Yes.
Because those lands are our ancestral lands, the lands from where Turkic people started migrating westwards, right?
Stone tablet.
And
stone tablet. The tablet said about
yes, stone tablet.
Turkic handed the first Turkic handed the second Turkic about this.
Yes, and on that inscription, which dates back to 8th century, by some sources even 6th century. Imagine, 6th century, like so long ago. On that inscription, we have the name Tatar. We have the word Turk, and we have the word Tatar. So these two words are same old, same ancient.
Yeah, just like the name Ugus, Togus Ugus, 9 names Ugus, right?
Yes, and it has Otus Tatar. It says Otus Tatar over there on that inscription. So what does it mean? Tatar is not a Mongolian tribe. It is a Turkic tribe, because Kaghan, Khan, right? Kultegin, Tonyukuk, Bilge Kaghan. There were like different Kaghans of the first Turkic Kaghanate, empire, not empire, like Khanate, right? Kaghanate or whatever it's called. So in their inscriptions, they are how's it called? They devote these inscriptions to their people, and while mentioning their people, they go like Otus Tatar and something like Dokuz Oğuz, something like Turk.
Yes.
So basically, what we know right now, in 6th century, the word Tatar and the word Turk were already mentioned, and we know that they both were Turkic, but not Mongolian.
Yeah. So even it's to my surprise, you know so much, because I interviewed the Buryat and had make interviews with people in my channel. They told me in their school they only get the Russian education about the Russian history, Russian culture, without any about the Mongol or Turkic culture or history. Even the Chinggis Khan name, the name of Chinggis Khan is forbidden to talk about in school. It's to my surprise. But
why is it wait? Why is it surprise for you? You're living in China. Come on. If we talk about Chinese education, it's gonna be the same, isn't it?
But Chinese education.
They teach you about Chinggis Khan in your Chinese school?
Yes. In our, because Mongol ruled China before, so in our history book we talk told us educated about the Chinggis Khan built the Mongol Empire, and his grandson Kublai conquered China. China. And this history in our book. But in Russia, both of Turkey and Mongol, no nothing history about the Genghis Khan.
No, why? I remember, but I remember that we were told about Golden Horde. I remember this.
Yeah.
We were told about Mongolian Empire, and we were told about Crimean Khanate even.
In your
Because,
school?
like, yes, of
Oh,
course.
I know because your home was in Ukraine, not in Russia before the
Maybe
2015.
that is the reason. Yes,
Yeah,
maybe.
because because in my I interviewed so many academic or Buryat people they live in Russia. They say they are in school the education books only they tell history since 17th century. Russia conquered the Siberia.
Yeah.
So nothing before before the 17th century. Nothing. Just
You know the funny thing, Montesquieu or Montessor, what's his name? Montessor, I guess. There was a very famous person, and he said that Tatar people have a great history,
yeah.
but Tatar people does not have good historians to enlighten and to tell about their history. We have a great history, but we don't have people who are ready to tell about this history, you know?
Yeah. So this is true. Okay. Nothing about this. So let me ask you the other questions. I want to show the pictures. So if the food is in your home, let me show you. Okay, let me show you about the food.
What about the education in Tibet, in Xinjiang? Do they have like a good education, like teaching their languages and cultures? Or maybe Inner Mongolia?
Okay, wait, I'm recording now.
The history of Tatar people settling in China.
Yeah, next time I wanna ask the real Chinese Tatars to talk with you too about the Chinese history. But I think they can speak this clearly. Let me share the food. Delay. Can you watch the food?
Yeah, I see your screen.
Dun here. So is this
Yeah,
food
chiberek.
in Crimean Tatars?
Yeah, this is called chiberek.
Chibilik just like Chinese dumplings, right?
No, why? Do they? I have never seen this kind of dumplings in China.
I mean the outlooking feature just like fried dumplings, no.
But it is big. Chinese dumplings are small, and this one is big. It's like this.
Very big?
It's like, yeah, it's like my arm. This big.
Oh, chibilik is very big, the fried food. How about this bruma? What is bruma?
Burma is basically like you have a very thin dough, and then you put some meat, some potato, like very small pieces of potato, the meat, and then you roll it into like a into a roll. Yeah, you roll it, and so and then you make it like you put it in a circle like that.
So it's not
And then you bake it.
totally different like the Uyghurs naan, the Xinjiang naan is totally different, right?
No, it's totally different. Yes.
Yeah. See,
Naan
because I
is
never
just bread. Naan
yeah.
is just
bread, just a bread, yeah.
yeah.
Because
And this is
I
a
never,
dish. It's a full dish.
yeah.
Chiberek.
About this food, can you watch it clearly?
Well,
Sharpla
it's
with the
small.
noodles. What is sharp? Okay, I can share this.
Can you make it bigger?
Yes, I can. I have fun here. Here. Dun.
好，我在等。
Yes, I can find it bigger. Yeah. Here. Is this delay now? Not delay. So this is also your food or Kazan Tatar food?
This is we have samsa, but Kazan
Some.
Tatar people, they have something similar.
Oh, this is Burma. This is Burma.
Where?
This one.
No.
No. It's not Burma. How do you
Oh,
call this?
that is çiberek.
Çibelek.
Yeah,
Okay.
çiberek.
This is samsa. Çibelek. What's this?
This is samsa. The first one, I don't know what is the first one.
What's this? Porsak?
Samsa, like triangular samsa.
Oh. How about this?
This one is pite. Pite.
Pite.
It's like naan. It's like
Your naan is different to the Chinese Xinjiang naan. It's a little different.
yeah. Ours is not that rough.
Tough.
It's more soft.
More soft, yeah. What's this?
It is made on the pan. It's fried on the pan, but Uyghur people, they make it in the tandoor, you know?
Yeah, tandoor.
It's different.
Yeah. So what's this?
I don't know. This is Kazan Tatar food. This is chak chak, Kazan Tatar
Chak.
food.
Yeah. This is also Kazan Tatar food.
Çiberek. This is çiberek. Yes, this is Crimean Tatar food.
What's this? What's the same one we talked about before?
Kurabiye. This is sweet, I guess, isn't it?
This
Looks like kurabiye.
dessert could be. What's this?
This one is samsa. It's the
Whoa.
same.
Oh, what's it? This also could be.
No, this one is çiberek.
Well, they're almost the same. Or was Chibiregaba food?
It is the same food. You're showing the same food. Come on.
Oh, okay. I am seeing. This is
It's the
how to
same.
put-
It's all the same.
Wait,
You can write down the names, and I will show you. You can just write down the names, and it will show you.
here I can find the name. You don't have this one? This one.
This is just a pancake. That's a European food.
European food.
Of course. Oh, over there. Go up.
Here?
This one. Oh, yeah. This one. This is kobete.
Kobete.
Kobete.
I never watched this food in my real life.
It's kobete.
Kobete.
In my Instagram, I have some videos when my mother is cooking this kind of food.
This is also similar like the Chinese dumpling.
This looks like çiberek, but this is yantık.
Yantık.
It's fried on a dry pan without oil.
Yeah.
But
Your
it's
food, yeah. Your food very delicious. Sounds like it looks like. How about this? This is not a Tatar food.
yeah, this looks like kavurma,
Kavurma.
like meat with some vegetables fried.
Why your food why your food why there are some similarities with Greek food? Your food I remember for me.
Maybe, yes, of course, because we live very close to Greece. And as I told you before, there were some Greek people living in Crimea long ago, and we have them in our blood because, as I told you before, Crimean Tatar people are the mixture of all the nations living in Crimea long ago.
Yeah. Hey, what's this? It's interesting.
I don't know.
And
Looks weird.
yeah. You did the food like this today. Do this one like this?
No. This thing, çiberek, is fried on the pan, frying pan.
Frying pan. Oh, okay. Wow, so big chibilek. It's also a little similar like the Mexico taco. Also similar.
But it's not open, it's closed.
Oh, close.
Tacos are open.
This is a Kazakh chai, right? Chai.
Chai. That's a chai.
Hey, how about this? This also a Tatar food. This.
Well, that one looks like shurpa, the first one.
Shuba.
Shurpa.
Shurpa. How about this one?
Yeah, it's like a soup.
Souk.
This one, I don't know, what's that? Just some meat with veggies.
This.
No, that doesn't look like Tatar food.
How about this too?
No, those are European food. I'm telling you, just write the name. Why are you watching like that? It's all the same. Just write the name. Come on. Yeah, go up and write the name.
I can find the name right here. But the website I can't find the name. It's a Japanese website. Found it. Oh, this food.
Just go. Oh my God. Oh yeah, this one we have it.
I mean the soup. Wait.
Yeah, we have it. It's like soup with dumplings.
Yeah, soup and dumplings.
Yes, we call it tatarash.
Tatarash. And someone in Kazakh call it naren. Naren. But it's different. Naren is horse meat. Yeah. To my surprise, the Kazan Tatar eat horse meat. You don't eat horse meat, right?
Why? We eat horse meat as well.
Oh, as well. Oh, cool.
Yeah, we eat some sausages made of horse meat. We call it kazı.
I know some, the Kashgar Turkic in Iran, Kashgar Turkic. I know some Kashgar Turkic people. They are also international students in China. They told me we don't eat horse meat in Iran. To my surprise, the Kashgar Turkics. In China, also some Dongansky people, the Huizu, they don't eat the horse meat. Only some Kazakh.
Well, it's normal because of the living. Like it depends on where you live. It depends, like where you what kind of mixture you are. Because Turkic people, like they have a long history. They were intermixing with other nations.
Yes,
and some of them were like nomadic people, and their culture is different. Some of them are settlers, like in Crimea we have half settlers population, half nomadic like long ago. So as I told you, the southern coast of Crimea, they were mostly settlers. That's why they don't really care about Uru that you said, because they are settlers, they are not nomadic, they don't have this culture. But the nomadic people, they had this culture. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah, I know. So this word actually is agriculture, right? This is some people are agriculture people. Yeah. Right.
Yeah. Like from where I'm from, we are mostly agricultural like people, like settler, like people who live a settled life, not the nomadic.
So could I ask you, the Russian movies usually you concern about the Golden Horde, about Artem or the language is also the Tatar language, Crimean Tatar or other? Yes.
Language is
language. Let me show you the videos. You see.
Okay.
Me, it's hard to understand 100%.
There is a delay. I cannot really hear it.
How about now?
No, there is a huge delay.
Okay. Let me try again. Okay, let me try again.
I guess the video is too.
Let me try for the study or work or others go to here, because China is not very famous in your home, right? And also not such common, right?
Well, I don't know. It was just a decision. I was just like, there were some kind of agencies that were hiring people and sending them to China, because they were like coming to our university sometimes, and they were saying like there are some like job positions in China, and you can try to go there and teach English, this kind of things. That's how I chose it. I was like, okay, that sounds cool because I wanted to travel. Plus, it is a good opportunity to travel and like see the world, learn some other cultures, plus earn some money.
So you in China, you told me in the Anhui, right? The province Anhui.
Like I lived in near Shanghai
Near
before. I was living in Taicang.
Taichung. So you in this city work and study at the same time, right?
No, I was not studying. I was just working. I
Just
was an
working.
English teacher.
English teacher work for 3 years in this city, right?
No, I was look. Oh my God. So I was working near Shanghai, like in that Taicang, and then I worked there for 2 years.
3 years.
After that, I went to Hefei, like Anhui province, to Hefei, and I worked there little bit more than 1 year. That's it. And during that time, I was also working at some kindergartens, like part-time job. I was going to kindergartens, some other schools.
Oh.
Yeah.
So Hefei,
Working.
Taicang.
Those were not a like governmental school. Those were private schools.
Private school. Oh, I see. So in the 1, 2, Taicang, Hefei, and Shanghai, 3 cities. You're for 3 cities.
Like I was working there in
Working
3
there.
cities, yes. But I traveled to many other cities as well.
Yeah, you went into Chengdu because as I know in your home, many people who I know they usually choose the Turkey or like a Western Europe or like the for their plans for work or study, and also even choose the Kazakhstan as I know. But most choose the Turkey or Western Europe, like the Poland.
Yeah, I worked in Turkey for 1 year as well. After China, I went to Turkey and I worked there in a primary school.
Also
not primary, private school.
Also English teacher, right?
Yes. And right now in Crimea, I have my own studio teaching kids.
Teaching kids.
Crimean, teaching English and Crimean Tatar.
So you are an education worker, right? Education worker.
Yeah, that's why when you said like I spoke to some Buryat people, to some blah blah blah people, they don't know history, they don't know anything. I know my history, I know my language because I learn about this. I really want to know about this. If a person really wants to know their ethnicity, they want to know their culture, language, religion, so on, they can study, they can learn it. But there are so many unconscious people. I call them unconscious people because they're just living their lives. They don't care about anything.
Yeah.
But if you're really conscious, if you're really into your life, into the things that are happening around you, you need to learn. You need to study about that. Because look, you're living in China and you don't have this kind of much opportunity learning about Turkic people, Mongolian people, Tibetan people, right? But you really want to learn and you try your best to learn about it.
Because in my city, I told you there are so many Tibetans and I touch with them, and I know, wow, there are also many Tibetans people get the Mongol and Turkic blood relationship because of history events. So it's amazing to me actually. But I've got another question. The festivals in your home is quite different to the maybe Xinjiang or Central Asia, right? Because I know some, in Turkey, as I know, there are no rules. You know that? In Turkey, no rules. But in Kazan Tatar and Kazakhstan, in Xinjiang, the Uyghurs and Uzbek, they maybe for the Uyghurs and the Uzbek, they are not so pay important attention, so attach importance to the Nowruz. But for Kazakh or Kyrgyz or the Kazan Tatars, very pay importance to the Nowruz. And I know you in Kazan Tatars also have Saibai, the festival, right? I forget the Sabantui. But for you don't have Sabantui, right?
No, we don't have. It's a different culture.
How about Nowruz? Do you have Nowruz?
Yes, we have our like we have other bayrams. We call them bayram,
Bayram?
like the celebrations. Yeah, celebration, bayram.
Bayram.
Bayram means holiday,
Holiday.
celebration.
So the festival also in March, right? The Nowruz is usually in
Yeah,
March.
Nowruz is on 21st of March.
Yeah.
We call it Navres Bayram.
Nowruz Bayram. So you also have this.
Yeah.
But you went to Turkey, maybe you know that in Turkey nobody only the Kurdish people celebrate for Nowruz, but other Turkish
Maybe. Well, I know that Azerbaijan people, Azerbaijan Turkics,
yeah,
they really celebrate this holiday. So basically, we also have Oraza Bayrama after Ramadan.
Ramadan, yeah.
After we call it Ramazan.
Uh,
Like we call it Ramadan, we call it Ramazan. After Ramazan, we have Oraza Bayram. Oraza actually comes from Persian words.
yeah,
Roza.
Persian.
Roza means a day, actually.
So you mean your culture get the influence by Persian culture too, right? Also get the influence.
Of course, of course it does. It does. Persian culture also has influenced us. Definitely, we have so many Persian words. We have so many.
Like since
No, we don't have it. No. Bazar ertesi, salı, çarşamba. Çarşamba is from Persian. Char means 3.
Yeah.
And then Cuma akşamı, Cuma ertesi, bazar.
Also from Persian or Arabic, Juma, Friday, and
yeah, definitely. Like the thing is that we got the religion from Persians, as I understand. We didn't get it directly from Arab people. We took it from Persians.
Yeah, I know. Because you greeting to each other, you say merhaba. Merhaba is actually a word from the Arabic. Merhaba.
Yeah.
Hi.
Merhaba.
Yeah.
Yes.
And and also this word also from the Arabic. Salam, salim, salam
alaikum.
It's also from the Arabic. And in Kazakh and Uyghur, they call the teacher as muallim.
Yeah, we also have this word, but we call the teacher Hoca.
Hoca, yeah, Hoca. Hoca is also a Persian words. Is Hoca also a Persian or Arabic?
No, it's Arabic.
Arabic. Oh, also,
I guess it's Arabic.
Ostad is also a Persian words.
Usta. Yeah, we also have usta. Yes, ustaz, usta.
Ustaz from Persian.
Like we have maybe around 10% of Persian loan words and maybe around 20% of Arabic loan words. We have a lot of them.
Yeah, yes. So as I know, you just say about the festival Nowruz, compared to Kazakh and Uyghur in China, the Uyghur people not so much attach importance to the Nowruz, but for Kazakh, they will pay attention or attach importance to Nowruz. Because in Kazakhstan, Nowruz is also the national holiday for the New Year.
Holiday.
Yeah. But the Uyghur people more pay attention to the Kurban or the Ramadan, as you say, the Eid Mubarak.
Oraza.
Yeah.
Oraza. Yes.
Oraza. The like.
Maybe.
Yeah.
They call it Ramazan Bayram, right? Or what,
yeah, they get more attention to the
we also it is same with Crimean Tatars.
Yeah,
we are mostly pay attention to Oraza and Kurban Bayram, but we don't pay much attention to Navrez Bayram. Like long before we paid more attention to this, but nowadays less and less. We also had this kind of holiday long ago. It's called Qadrles. So Qadrles is the holiday on 5th of May.
So
no, on 5th of September.
So you mean this and this now? So the festival you usually have is the Christmas Day, right? The 7th of January and
no, we don't celebrate it. Crimean Tatars don't celebrate Christmas.
Don't celebrate.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's different because last time I interviewed the Buryat and Halabik, they also have the New Year festival and the
well because like we have different religions, you know,
I know, I know.
and as you know, the majority of people are Christians, so they celebrate the New Year and everything. But for Muslims, they do not celebrate like New Year's and so on and so forth.
Yes. So maybe it's also similar to the Kazan Tatar, right? Tatarstan, I mean. You're right.
Maybe, I don't know.
So, in your opinion, your Crimean Tatars get it's the equal to pay attention to the festivals, both of the Persian culture or the Islamic or Arabic culture, like the Ramadan and Nowruz. But for the Chinese, the Kazakh and Uyghur pay more attention to the Islamic festivals like the Ramadan and the Kurban. But like for Kazakh people, pay more attention to the Persian culture festival like the Nowruz. Yes, I know. Yeah.
Well, for us, we mostly pay attention on Islamic, on like Muslim celebrations.
Yeah. Oh, it's also similar to some like the Uyghur maybe Uzbek such
Yeah.
people.
Well, when I was speaking to Uyghur people, I could understand them more than I understand Kazakh people.
Yeah.
That's a funny thing. Imagine we are one of the most Western Turkics, like Crimean Tatars, one of the most Western Turkics, and Uyghur people are one of the most Eastern Turkics in Asia, right?
Yes.
But we could speak to each other and could understand each other. Isn't that fascinating?
As I know, the Uyghur people, their language get more influenced by Persian culture. Do you know? Like they say, "What's your name?" Ismi Nizlima. Not says Atunken, Sine Atunken. No, Ismi Nizlima. Mine isim Bahadur Sine isim.
But for now, for me, I understand both because we have the word isim.
Yeah.
It's almost the same.
So
İsminiz ne? Adınız ne?
Yeah.
It's almost the same.
The same. You use the both in your language, right? The both.
Yeah.
Oh.
Because my language is like in between branches of Turkic languages.
Oh, I know. You mean your language is just like the transitivity, just a transitivity, the language between the maybe the some of the
Kıpçak and Oghuz, yes.
Yeah, Kipchak, Ugus, and the
But
Karluk.
Uyghur people are not nor Kıpçak nor
Karluk,
Oghuz.
Karluk. Yeah.
And Karluk languages are mostly close to Kıpçak languages because Oghuz people don't like, they cannot understand them as good as Kıpçak people. Kıpçak people can understand Karluk people better than Oghuz people.
For me, I think the Uyghurs are more easy for the Kipchak, but Karluk is getting more. I don't know why, just like more more similar.
It feels like it feels like they have more Persian influence, right?
Yeah. If you went to Xinjiang, the Kashgar city, and the Uzbekistan, Samarkand, Bukhara, you can see the buildings, the factors, so many Persian factors. Yeah. It's
normal because during those times, like ancient times, people like Hans, like some aristocracy, they were inviting Persian ustas, Persian masters to come and build the things because we didn't have that skills to build big castles,
Yes.
Like now, I'm not telling about us, because in Crimea we have castles like Crimean like Hans Palace. Let me show you. And this is a Crimean style.
Crimean style. You can share the screen. You can online share screen. You could just online share the screen. It's easy.
Wait. Let me show you like this. I think it's gonna be easier. All right, wait. How do I do this? Share screen. Share. I hope there is nothing bad on my screen. Can you see my screen now?
Yes, I can see. Oh, you use Mac too.
Yeah.
Google.
Okay, wait.
Oh, so many apps in your computer, so many.
Of course. Can you see my screen now?
No, you just turn off the camera.
Why? Wait,
You turn off your
what
camera.
did I do?
Turn on your camera. Just open your camera.
The host does not allow attendants to start the video.
Oh, cannot share the video.
Yes, you need to allow me to start my video.
Okay. Let me see. Where?
And my iPad will soon be powerless.
Okay.
I have only 5% left.
I can see. Yeah.
Okay, here. Can you see it now?
Hey, just like mix up Persian and European culture mixed up like this.
What do you say? No, this is like a Crimean style.
Crimean style. I mean, I found many
Yeah.
factors from the Europe and Persian.
You see? This is a Crimean style.
Yeah. Wow.
And yeah, people were building this kind of.
The town.
This is a
Gothic, a little similar to the Gothic culture.
We have Gothic blood, actually. Did you know about that?
Not so much. A little. Maybe you can tell me more.
Yeah, like there was one tribe, Gothic tribe, and they were settled in Crimea. So in Crimean Tatar, like genes, we have Gothic blood as well.
Wow, your history is very complex. Very complex.
Yes, it is. Look, this is our style.
Yeah, I can find many different cultural factors here. I can find.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Like, because Crimea is like a place in between many cultures, you know?
Yeah.
So, and we take the best from each culture.
Yeah.
We take the best part from
It's
each culture.
Yeah, this is interesting. So
I think my iPad will soon will die soon.
okay, I know.
I think it's better if we finish our video
Okay,
little by little.
okay. So what's your future plan? You will keep going to the travel for other countries or just stay in your home? Or
My future plan is like this. First of all, I finish my degree. Then maybe I will try to go to other places. I need to get married as well.
married?
So that's my plan. Yeah, I need to find a good girlfriend, and then I need to get married, and then we can travel together to other countries.
Oh, this is cool. Oh,
Do you like?
So now you have found your girlfriend? No, found a girl.
No, unfortunately not.
Maybe you could consider about get the Uyghur or Uzbek or Iranian Azerbaijan.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea actually. Any Turkics.
Yeah. If you come China, I can recommend Kazakh or Uyghur to you. Right?
But the thing is that in our tradition, in Crimean Tatar tradition, we consider it is better to to get married with your own nationality.
Actually, you can marry the other Crimean Tatar. I mean, in other countries like the Turkey or Kazakhstan.
Yeah. But their mentality is a bit different from Crimean Tatars living on the motherland.
Wow.
Because Crimean Tatars in Turkey, they have different mentality. Crimean Tatars in Romania, they have different mentalities. But Crimean Tatars living in Crimea, like on the motherland, we have different mentalities. We have different values a little bit, you know?
You mean different values? Oh, I see. Because you live in different.
For example, for me, it is very important to save my culture, to save my people, to save my identity.
Yeah.
But maybe for Crimean Tatars living in Turkey, for some of them, I'm not talking about everyone, it is maybe not very important.
Not very important.
Or vice versa. Maybe there are some Crimean Tatars living in Crimea and they don't care about their identity. But I know some Crimean Tatars living in Turkey and they care about their Crimean Tatar identity, you know? That's a very interesting thing.
Yeah, there's so many.
You need to find a person that suits your
Suitable. Yeah, yes,
view.
it's yeah, maybe it's also the range for the Allah, for the God, right?
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Because in Islam, we believe that like a man and female, like lovers were made from one soul. You know, they were divided into two, and then souls find each other.
Yeah, yes, it's true. In this video, maybe you could give us because you lived in China, so you can give some suggestions for the fans my channel if they want to choose China because you know food because they are not maybe you don't live in the Xinjiang or the Chinese Muslim places. There are not so many halal restaurants, so you can give some suggestions for the Muslims if they want to travel to China or like you work in China. Some suggestions if they how do you solve the questions of problems about the food?
Oh, actually, there is no problem with food in China.
No
to
food.
tell the truth, for Muslims, there is no problem because on every street you at least have 2 or 3 会族吃饭. You can go and yeah, Lanzhou Lamian, that's true. Like you can go and eat some Muslim food, halal food. You can eat it there. Like even I was living near Shanghai, and that's the part of the China where not many Muslims live, right? But still, on each road you can find at least 1 or 2 shops selling Muslim food, selling like halal food. That is actually so fascinating. And even in Shanghai, I was interested in some like architecture and so on and so forth, and I found 5 to 6 mosques in Shanghai.
Oh, mosques. Oh, I know. You mean around the mosques you can find the halal food and the halal restaurant?
No, I mean, I'm not talking only about the food.
Yeah.
Maybe like it's also very important for people to go to pray, right?
Yeah.
So you can like easily find places for praying. You can easily find places to eat halal food. You like actually it is very comfortable to live in China. The comfort of living is really high in China.
So may I can images like that. The most restaurants, the halal restaurant you have ever been to in China is the Lanzhou Lamian, right? You told me 5 or 6 restaurants on the street. You eat the most, right?
Yeah.
You ate the most. Oh, so it means the Chinese Lanzhou Ramen is very famous to be the universal international.
That's true. That's true. They were also like some. Let me think of what kind of restaurants, like Muslim restaurant. Oh, there was a Turkish restaurant in
where?
Shanghai.
Oh, Shanghai.
It's called Pasha. Yes, Pasha. There is a Turkish restaurant, and there were some African, like Arabic African restaurants in Shanghai as well.
Oh, you mean the big cities? But you live in the Taizhou. You told me the Taizhou is a
Taicang. It's a small place. Yeah. But they have Lanzhou Lamian everywhere.
So eat a lot.
They had Uyghur restaurants as well.
Uyghur restaurant.
They had Uyghur restaurants, and I was always going there to eat some samsa, to eat some naan, to eat some whatever, like some food, some mante, some kebabs.
It sounds like you ate a lot of Lanzhou Ramen and Uyghur food when you were in the Taicang and in.
Yes, of course. And I was cooking by myself. I also tried some Chinese food, but mostly I was eating in Lanzhou Ramen. Yeah.
Lanzhou Ramen, I think, will be very more famous in the future because so many Muslims go to the Lanzhou Ramen restaurants.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
very nice to see you right here on the loop. So next time we can do the interview with the other countries Tatars together, like you say, Kazakh.
Sure.
Okay.
All right. Thank you for inviting. It was so nice talking to you.
OK，高波，聽你叫包聲，阿拉叫包聲，明天多聲。
So.
Bye.